Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys my recap and thoughts on this episode. OMG, not gonna lie, I became literally one of those One Piece people or One Piece fanboys or whatever you want to call it after watching this episode. I had to watch a couple scenes I had to watch some scenes maybe 2 or 3 times again, maybe because I was just mesmerized by how much work Toei put into this episode. I mean, there was some art quality that might have been a little bit low, but it still fits into this episode for some reason. I just gotten used to it, or it just fits well. If anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Luffy ends up having to enter Snake Man form after after we saw Rayleigh's training with Luffy when he used Gear 4 the first time against him, which is filler by the way, not gonna lie about that, but still. Aside from that, we see to it that Luffy enters Snake Man form, which was really nice, the way how it was shown and detailed, etc. And therefore Luffy makes his punch against Katakuri and ends up actually hitting him, even though he made a simple punch. Aside from that, he was able to make more hits on Katakuri than before, and Katakuri therefore realizes Luffy's power in terms of being in the Snake Man form. And therefore, we see to it that Katakuri decides to counter or attack back with Buzz Cut Mochi eventually. He ends up grabbing Luffy with his right arm, ends up swinging around like a merry-go-round, but maybe 20 times faster, makes him hit a couple walls, makes Luffy dizzy, lifts him up in the air, and slams his fist right into the ground and makes a giant crater hole, or a giant hole in the area that he slams Luffy in. And therefore, he announces to Luffy that if you try to contradict my movements and try to go throughout the future of what I can see, then I'll just go beyond that and top it all off. And therefore, Luffy screams out, "I'm hungry, blah, blah, blah." But before I get into that, there were some scenes about Pudding and Sanji, but that's not important, so I got that out of the way. Going back to Luffy, he says that he was hungry, he's in pain, and then he ends up going out, and Katakuri's like, "What in the hell are you even talking about?" And Luffy's like, I don't know, but one thing for sure, I let everything out of my mind, now I feel refreshed. And he ends up using Jet Mochi or Jet Gatling, whatever the move is set, and we have to it that Katakuri counters the speed of the attacks with Mochi punches, and they both end up landing a couple hits on each other, but Katakuri landing about 2 to 3 hits on Luffy after they stop clashing, and then there's a filler scene where Katakuri ends up dodging a lot of his attacks and ends up having to use grilled mochi on Luffy while Luffy managed to land a hit on Katakuri. And we see to it that Luffy ends up using Black Mamba, which is a series of raining of punches of speed, and Katakuri was able to block most of it by doing this. But unfortunately, it was hitting his abdomen, which shows that he has to be more quick. And therefore, he was dodging most of Luffy's attacks with the help of his observation haki. And therefore, Luffy almost got Katakuri, but with the help of Katakuri's Devil Fruit to his proficient ability, he was able to dodge a couple of raining punches after he slipped and fall. Well, not on his back anyway, and he's able to kick Luffy away. And therefore, ends up having to cause more damage to Luffy, etc. And we see to it, of course, that they're gonna make their final punch against each other, and therefore Katakuri goes into Buzz Cut Mochi while Luffy's punching with everything he's got with incredible speed and torpedo-like jets or something like that. And later on, they end up clashing for one more time, and Katakuri uses Buzz Cut Mochi while Luffy uses King Cobra, and they end up. And the filler scene of this shows that they actually punched each other while Katakuri managed to land a hit on Luffy. Luffy managed to land a hit on him, and kaboom! And it ends off there in the stream of smoke, etc. And preview of next episode is going to show the climax of Luffy versus Katakuri, etc., which I look forward to greatly. Whew! Man. Now, I won't deny the fact that I kind of overhyped this way too much, but hey, I've been a fan of One Piece for a while, despite its problems with inconsistencies here and there. I can't, when it comes to Toei doing things right, especially with fights like this. It reminds me so much about reminds me so much of many other crazy fights that Luffy's been through. When Toei does it right with the fluid animation to a certain art detail here and there, I can't help but be overhyped, man. This reminds me so many years ago, like many years ago. I don't know how long has it been, but it reminds me of that time when Luffy uses Gear 4 against Doflamingo. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm going out of my mind being a One Piece fanboy for too long, or One Piece, whatever you want to call it, you know. Hey man, it's okay. I just can't help it, alright? Alright, I'm gonna stop talking right here. Yeah, I'm just blown away. So until then, I will see you guys in my next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!